Hey, buddy, it's Invictus. Time another run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. We are waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes. I know that everyone's going back to school and stuff like that, so obviously there's going to be a little bit of a lull, but I have no doubt that we'll be hitting the next live stream goal for the Randomizer Theme Week, which is going to be coming up next as soon as we get, I think we're only 7 away now. So thank you all very much. Hope you had a great start to your early weekend and a good Friday. Here's your meme of the day. This one's too real, man. This one also got triple digits on the upvotes on this Invictus subreddit by Izzy Burr. Title thread was, I still remember times when Sin had issues sleeping without the CPAP. We did it. We time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. Hey, how is Invicta doing? The sleeping schedule was still a mess. I have no idea what year it is. Yep. Yeah, it's a personal struggle, but as long as people can laugh about it, I guess that's the thing. Oh, we have a racer again. 1 Delta Juliet Victor, Golf 9 Alpha Tango. We've got Contagion and the eraser to start with, which is okay. You know, if we can manage to get some good erasing like we just did right there with the spiders, that could help ease a little bit of the passing here of these early levels, because our damage is just god awful. 2.62 is yeah, that's not good at all. 3.29 tiers is good. Obviously the big ticket item that we're going to be looking for is Void. How wild would it be if we got Void Eraser in the same week, within days of each other? That would be something remarkable, but I can see it happen. I mean, on any given run, right? It's Curse the Maze too. Any given run, you know, with Isaac, you can get a great run or a bad run, and that's why everyone just keeps coming back to it, and that's why I keep playing it. It's just because you just never know, man. Okay, so we have an early Temperance machine there, but obviously we need to go to the item room. We also need to find the shop. See those little pink puffs of smoke? That's from us erasing the spiders, obviously. So spiders will no longer be present in the game, and that's honestly one of the best things you can do if you find yourself with an eraser start. The easiest thing that you can do is simply just get rid of spiders. Spiders and flies are going to be your number one. The red flies, not the black flies, because the spiders are everything. Now you still have to contend with double spiders, obviously, but whenever they perish, then obviously you don't have to worry about anything else. I will take Robo Baby here. It's worth 1 bomb for sure, having the piercing shots and unlimited range, and this is also definitely worth it here for Mom's Key. So hopefully we can find, might as well buy it too. I'm hoping that we can find just a good solid all stats up here. That's going to be the biggest thing that we need, because we need a lot of stats here. I know the secret room's here. Yeah, notice where I placed that bomb, and we get Isaac's Tomb, which is actually a very rare item to see, especially this early on. Notice where I placed this bomb here, well, in that previous room where I covered those 2 rocks as well. That is designed so I don't have to. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because I can also check for crawl spaces under there. It's unlikely that a crawl space would be there, but still, try to optimize your bomb placements a little bit. Never know what you might find. My God. It's Black Pin again. I feel like this is the 3rd time in a row we've seen Black Pin, and he is definitely the most dangerous of the pins. Now, the nice thing about Robo Baby is if we get the beam connecting with all of the segments on Black Pin, it's going to be dealing more damage than just Isaac's regular tiers here. We get Cat of Nine Tails, which is a nice shot speed and damage upgrade. We have a bunch of red hearts on the ground, so we should. Let's go into the curse room since it's basically going to be free. I'm not going to give up the Emperor card. The Empress card. If I really wanted to optimize, I could have used the Empress card inside the boss fight, but meh, not that big of a deal. And Isaac's Tomb is a passive item that's going to spawn an item or trinket or something on every single floor. So it's basically like Lost Soul Buddy, except a billion times better. The library here, and there's Isaac's Tomb. We do need a key, by the way, but yeah. Isaac's Tomb, generally speaking, pays for itself. Yeah, I don't really think we need Monster Manual or Telepathy for Dummies. Eraser is just simply it's too good. I mean, I'm gonna tap them just because obviously getting Bookworm would be nice, but there's no real reason to use any of them. We could use Monster Manual, but meh. So Pooters are definitely an item or an enemy that we could take out. Green flies are not. I mean, they're annoying, but they're not like just red flies. Like we can deal with them, especially with Robo Baby here. Butt bombs, I mean, they do AoE damage. We get 5 bombs. Nothing too bad about them. There's nothing bad about them, really. Just not the item that we want inside of an item room early on when we don't need bomb. We don't need bomb upgrades. We need stat upgrades. But you could say that for pretty much any run in Isaac. So these flies here. There we go. No more flies. No more spiders. Life's good. With 6 bombs, we've already blown up our donation machine, so there's no reason to go into the shop. Contagion just absolutely laying waste to everything as always. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. Secret room should be here. We have enough bombs to try for Magic Mush. Again, looking for a solid all stats up. It almost doesn't get any better than Magic Mush. Except maybe the Halo, I guess. It's tough, man, because Magic Mush has that damage multiplier as well. Got ourselves Dingle, who is an enemy we cannot use butt bombs on because it will just heal him for some odd reason. There we go. Just wanted to get the Contagion Poison on him. It's always the best policy to stop shooting at Dingle before he charges, just because of clown physics. You do lose a little bit of DPS on it, but it's better than the alternative, which is taking damage. There we go. There goes Dingle. We get a range and damage up from Jesus Juice. And I'll take Rotten Baby for the extra damage we need to pump out with the flies. Isaac's Tomb gives us a whole bunch of trinkets we don't care about. And no, in case you didn't know, us picking up a full charge does not affect the Eraser, as awesome as that would be. But it does affect it if you end up getting it with Void, and that's what we're shooting for here. Letting Rotten Baby take care of all the turrets. I think Pooters are going to be the next in line for us to take out. The grubs aren't too bad. Shadow grubs are definitely be up there. Obviously, we're looking for Globins, Bonies, any kind of those enemies, that class of enemies here. The Gishes are annoying, but they're not exceedingly dangerous. Hosts are going to be another one that we want to take out sooner than later. As long as you don't miss with the Eraser and you're erasing something on every floor that you have it on, you're fine. You don't want to lose that value there. And that's the biggest problem that I have with the Eraser, is that if you miss, you have no recourse and there's no do-overs. You know, 2 keys for 1, that's what I like to see. Now we can go into our item room and also go into the shop with 7 cents. Most likely going to be a greed fight. No? Ooh, wow. King Baby. King Baby plus Robo Baby is something I've never seen before, I don't think. So that could be interesting, because with King Baby there, Robo Baby will be able to hit anything from anywhere in any room. Spider Babby doesn't really matter, but take it anyway, I guess. Okay, so now we're running out of rooms here. We have to find some type of Eraser target. And at this point, I'll just take anything. Batty Baddies. Yeah, you know, they can go, especially after that. We might be able to get this nickel here, but even if we do, we're not going to get, we're not going to have enough money to get King Baby. And I never thought I'd see the day where I'm actually hoping that we get King Baby, but this would be a pretty nice upgrade for us. Just need 2 cents if we can find it somewhere. Ooh. Pentagram is more important than King Baby. Pentagram is way more important than King Baby. Sorry, King Baby. Yeah, Pentagram, if we can get this, that'd be huge. Not only does it boost our Devil Deal chance, but our damage, and we get it in one tap. Look at that. Bingo, bango, bongo, got ourselves a Pentagramo. And yes, I do have RuneScape up on the other monitor, and the crab left me, so I gotta go move real quick. Apologies. Apologies. I'm making good progress on RuneScape. I do not want the D1 Hizzle, so we could bomb it to try to get some of that money back. King Baby might still be in the cards. We've not found the secret room yet. We know that there's a challenge room we could go to. We have that 1 cent there if we absolutely get desperate. Secret room's got to be here. Okay, well. Game is playing hard to get here with these cents. But Pentagram is massive for us here. Again, not only does it boost our Devil Deal chance, but also our damage, and also contributes for the... Oh, that's great. You know what? I can't be bothered. It also contributes for the Leviathan transformation. Yes, I did burn an Emperor card there out of disgust for us having Mom's Key and then only getting a single pill out of a steel chest when we need money, so... Not expecting a Devil Deal here. The range and luck upgrade, which are 2 stats that we really didn't need. 5 bombs to find the super secret room. I don't think it's there. Could be south of there. Could be south of here. Oh, it is there. Yep. All right. There you go, game. I hope you're happy. We could use a bomb to get in here. We'd have to use all of our bombs, though. It's King Baby's not worth that much. All right, 73%. We are going to take Paperclip here, as that's going to help us out greatly. And we take out the Wide-Eye Globins here. That does not count for all Globins for whatever reason, but we got the more dangerous of the two, even though we just took damage from it. The Globins are an immediate erase. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They immediately got to go. Onflies can be annoying, but I don't think they're dangerous enough to really erase. They can be dangerous, of course. I mean, anything could be dangerous, but get our key back. So the ooh, Pyromaniac, brother. So Pyromaniac's going to give us explosion immunity and also give us the ability to regenerate health whenever we take explosive damage, including bombing ourselves. So that's good. No more explosion problems for us. Not that we've had it on this run anyway. Yeah, I've been getting some work done in RuneScape here and there. I haven't really been grinding as much as I was. Haven't felt the need, haven't felt the drive to do so. I'm still enjoying it, just taking it at my own pace. It's nice to kind of use it to sort of, not like a Zen-like experience, but just kind of chill out, you know. It's a chill game. It really is an AFK game in every sense of the word, most of the time, when you're grinding anyway. And I don't know what my goal is. I know that, obviously, I'm not going to get to 99 anything anytime soon. I know how much of a grind it is to get even close to 99. 92 is the halfway point. I understand that. But whenever I have those sort of long-term goals when it comes to games, it always gives me something to do for a goal that's not necessarily unattainable, but for one that's hard to achieve. And then achieving that goal is even more sweeter when you do finally do it. But again, you could say that for pretty much anything in life. I need the rusted key. And we get a judgment here, which we've not been to the shop yet. I'm hesitant to go all the way over there because I have a feeling it's going to be a greed fight. No. Looks like my instincts were dead on. Okay. Also, another thing with Pyromaniac, something I always fail to mention, but Pyromaniac also makes you totally immune to fire, which means that you cannot harm yourself on fire anymore. No, it doesn't heal you, although that would be very nice, but it does not heal you. We could go Burnt Penny for extra firepower with Pyro, but it's not that worth it in my opinion. Having Master of Lockpicking plus also having Mom's Key is just, it's too good not to have. So we've lost a little bit of time that we had. We did have a little bit of a time attack advantage there on Boss Rush, but the back and forth on this level has cost us a couple minutes. We're still, the important thing about this run right now is that we are still erasing high value targets. We haven't missed an eraser shot yet. We got rid of all flies, all spiders, and now all globins. And fatty baddies too, but at least we're getting the maximum amount of volume possible. 73% by the way. Value, not volume, possible out of the eraser. First loss is going to slow us down immensely. Okay, so now that we've gotten Globins out of the way, we're looking for Cubones, we're looking for Claudies, we're looking for all that stuff. Anything that we can erase for the later game stages is going to be on the chopping block here for eraser. Now, we can still get hit by the creep from Ipecac, so we are not Ipecac immune. We're just explosion immune. Dark Chargers are definitely annoying. Or the Gist Chargers, anyway. Wow, dude. Leapers are also annoying. You're just seeing how bad our movement speed is currently, and that's definitely cost us a couple of hits. And getting back-to-back range upgrades from our bosses is, yeah, not great. But we did put our range to the test right there in that room, so it kept us safe. Yeah, range is a very forgotten stat that helps out immensely with survivability. The ability to hit things when they can't hit you is extremely important. I maybe should have waited for the contagion shot on the champion group, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to harm us that much. Taking down the Diglets is also going to be kind of a priority. I'm tempted to blow through these guys, but I know that we've got probably Cubones and Claudies coming up. Plenty of bombs. We need Soul Hearts right now. Yep, here we go. Just like that. And of course, in very, very Isaac and Cubone fashion, we have to get hit at the last exact possible moment before it gets erased. Gemstone Crab has moved again. But again, despite that annoyance, I mean, our movement speed is already bad enough. Despite that annoyance, we still, again, got another high-value target out of the way. No more Cubones. That's big. That's big, big, big. The next one we're looking for, the next highest possible value target that we're looking for the Eraser is going to be Claudius. Getting rid of Claudius is going to be instrumental in keeping us safe in the later stages. Especially when we're talking about the lack of movement speed that we've got right now. I don't like Quince anymore, really. It's not, there's nothing wrong with Quince. It's just, I've kind of fallen like, you know? Just kind of like, Sometimes Quince is good, but honestly, it's what really ruins Quince for me is Boil Baby. Boil Baby makes a mess of things, and also it makes it very difficult to see which shots are yours and which shots are not. Friendly shots versus hostile shots and all that stuff. There you go. No spiders, no worries. An HP upgrade and Abba Dabba Ding Dong, which is going to give us a damage upgrade and also 2 or 3 Leviathan and a movement speed upgrade. So we're back to before we took Small Rock. Okay, we gotta get a move on if we're going to make boss rush. Ooh, Wicked Crown. Wicked Crown's tempting, but is it tempting enough for me to go to Shoal with this build? I don't know. And of course, everybody, your mid-episode reminder: if you want to see Randomizer Theme Week happen, a whole week of the Sinvicta Randomizer on the YouTube save file, make sure you click the like button. It's going to be a very, very challenging and dangerous week, but also think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're still making some passes on balances in terms of the handicaps, and we've already improved quite a lot of them. Man, we've gone the wrong way. So I feel a little bit more confident now than I would have with the Fragile Ego handicap. That was rough. Looking for some targets here. Also looking for the Fool card, of course. Ministros are annoying, but I don't think that they're... I used to value Ministros pretty highly when it came to the Eraser, but not anymore. Knights are also annoying. But we have Robo Baby here, so we have some kind of piercing. For you. Strength card. We can use that for a Devil Deal. We still have not found the Fool card yet. Get Dumpy. The defensive upgrade. Dark Bonies is, yeah. There we go. Dark Bonies off the table. And the prospect of us hitting boss rush is starting to come crashing down here. We still don't have a teleport, so we would have to skip the item shop, and I don't really want to do that. I was really hoping that we're going to see the Fool card, but you can't always get what you want. There it is, the final room we could have gone into, and there's our Fool card. And a Super Greed fight in our last shop. All right. Dumpy, dude. I know how to dodge Super Greed shots. You don't need to blow them away every single time, Dumpy. Come on now. You just lock in, Dumpy. I'm gonna hold on to the Strength card because it does allow us to get another Devil Deal item a lot cheaper than 3 Soul Hearts. What I mean by that is that if we have one red heart essentially is worth 3 Soul Hearts in one heart Devil Deals. So take Guppy's Head, for example, which is a 1 heart Devil Deal item. If we had exclusively Soul Heart HP like we do right now, that would still cost us 3 Soul Hearts, regardless of how much the base cost is for red hearts only. But with us having a Strength card, we don't have to worry about not only losing 3 Soul Hearts for the same item, but we also don't lose anything because the Strength card is temporary anyway. So that's what I mean when I talk about we get a little bit of a cheaper deal on a Devil Deal. I know that we didn't do a challenge run this week like we did on every Friday. It didn't matter because we didn't have a devil deal, so. All right. Okay, the soul heart there. I don't know how we had the movement speed to get through that. There you go, no question about it. Zero hesitation there. Yes, we most likely will run into Claudius here, but zero hesitation on Globins. We got one of the Globins down, now we got the other one. Great poison there. Look at Contagion go. And so far, I mean, I'm probably jinxing myself a little bit, but so far we are perfect on erasers. And you talk about good value there. That's, you can't get much better value than that. And perfection, really. Walking hosts, while annoying, are not dangerous. I gotta say, MVP definitely going to Contagion right now. It just does so much. It does so much heavy lifting silently, in a way. You know, who knows how many ads we've taken out because of Contagion's good procs. And, you know, you can kind of game when Contagion goes off, too. Remember, it triggers off of the first kill in a run. Or in a room, I mean. And that's every room. So if you can somehow corral them into a big group of mess of mobs there, you can take out a lot of them without even really trying that much. Isaac's Tomb still paying out with soul hearts. I love it. Again, the highest of high priority right there. Not even going to question it. You take out Infamies. If you have the eraser, you erase Infamies. That's just what you do. Unless you have piercing shots, then it's not that big of a deal. But with this movement speed and this DPS, removing anything off of a floor is going to be good eats. And especially ones that directly hard counter the stats that we've got right now. It's unfortunate that we hit that eye laser there. I was really banking on Contagion being just ripping through all those egglets, but my fault for focusing on the eye laser. The eye laser is the threat in that room at the beginning anyway. Now's when us having the Master of Lockpicking is also going to start paying off for us. And keys, we don't have to worry about opening up chests in the chest. I honestly thought that was dumpy. I didn't know that was an Isaac head turret until it was too late. Ender Rock's right there. I got a soul heart out of it anyway. This is where Rotten Baby can really come in handy here. And go back and get Dumpy, even though he's probably going to freak out the second we get close to a shot. Again, with this movement speed here, obviously we didn't do ourselves any favor by taking Small Rock, but still, you got to make precise movements. The lower the movement speed, the easier it is to control Isaac, I will say that. And Sulfur is Leviathan, which would give us flying. It gives us a boss killer. I do want the Tears Up and Spectral Tears from a Ouija board. So we say goodbye to the Eraser. We end up completing a perfect run with the Eraser. Now, one thing I will say is, why did you might be asking yourself, why did you not use the strength card there? Me knowing me, I would rather have it for insurance at this point against Isaac or against Blue Baby than getting a cheaper Devil Deal here. Sulfur would have cost 1 soul heart, or one red heart there. But remember, we're also getting a damage upgrade as well from that, which is going to be something that combos very, very well with Sulfur. So there's definitely pros or cons to every decision in Isaac. You just kind of have to weigh them for yourself and figure out what works for you. In this case, having a damage upgrade, and on top of that, an emergency HP upgrade in case we need it against an endgame boss, to me is more important than saving the 3 soul hearts that we would have saved by going after, by using the strength card. We've kind of lost our insurance by then. There we go, Contagion. This room was built for you. You know what? This is not a room I want to be in. Eight bombs. We definitely should try to... Oh, wow, I did not think the secret room was there. Definitely use it every chance we get. Yep. Another nice thing about having a red heart is that if it comes down to the nitty-gritty, we can still heal ourselves with our bombs thanks to Pyromaniac against a boss fight. I don't know why Dumpy freaked out by me placing a bomb next to the fire, but so be it. There you go. Spectral Tears really showing their value there. That's fun. Again, this is a room that constitutes me not wanting to be in here, although Monstro, being a jerk that he is, decided to take that choice away from me. Let's see Red Monstro too, I can't stand. I will take the Bone Heart now. And again, this is great for us with us having Pyromaniac. Even though it ruins our Polaroid invincibility, Pyro means that we can get back this heart and protect our soul hearts. What's going on here? I think Dingle had a little bit of an issue there. We can use Sulfur in this room because we have Hairpin, which is going to give us an automatic full charge. And we can use that against Isaac and then still have, if we need to, we can use the strength card. I don't think we're going to need to, though, but that's the nice thing about having Hairpin is that you're guaranteed to be able to utilize your active item in big boss fights. Even if you didn't plan correctly or the map just gave you some enemy-less rooms, you can still always make sure that you have your hard carry item, your boss killing item, off of cooldown, ready to go. I don't know if that hit him or not. That one did. Curse the Maze. And we get the doorstop. Mysterious liquid. Butterbean. Yeah. We can take doorstop for now, just for instances like that. And then when we're ready, we can come back and get hairpin or sulfur if we need it. Once we find Blue Baby. But overall, I mean, it's just been a solid run here. August quietly starting off to be one of our stronger months in terms of just the ease of runs. Yeah, I haven't really been pushing the boundaries in terms of going. My reach has not, my grasp has not been outdone by my reach. It's not the way to say that quote, but I'm just going to go with it anyway. It's been a long week. Did not know this was a dead end. Okay, so now that we've gone all the way down here, we can go to the right way and now begin our journey to Blue Baby. With the D-Twanky, so I am going to bomb myself just to fill up the Bone Heart. Brimstone, you forget to do something? Seeing the issues here with Abba Ding Dong causing fear to leaping enemies, and that's always going to be a danger. Again, dodging at these movement speed levels are see, it's definitely a challenge. Easier said than done. Gonna go after Fistula here because Contagious is gonna rip through it. Nobody's business. August so far looking pretty good. Pretty good. No real complaints on August so far. Know where you were on that one, Dumpy. He was off minding his own business. Hey, look at that! We finally got ourselves a movement speed upgrade. So we are to base Isaac movement speed. We've made it. It only took us the entire run to get here, but we did. Control Bomb just heals us. I don't feel like fighting Double Dark One as much as I can help it. Sulfur will certainly take care of that. Now, if we happen to get enough charges on Sulfur, there's no need for us to go back for the hairpin, obviously. SMB Superfan. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. SMB Superfan giving us one of the true all stats up in the game. Bone Spurs are great for pursuing enemies. By pursuing enemies, I mean things that chase you. Not you pursuing enemies. Looks like we won't need to go back for the hairpin. So yeah, just solid overall, solid run. Happy back to school, everybody. For those of you who do enjoy school, I personally didn't, but cherish them. Cherish them. It's the most important time of your life. And then when you're done with school, you'd be like, man, I'm glad that's over with. Like I was. But it's also an exciting time for parents. Obviously, you kind of get back to the routine of things. And one of the routines here is watching Isaac, the Binding of Isaac on my channel. And thank you all very much for making it a part of your daily routine. If you're new here and you would like to see more daily content, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. And of course, ask your questions of the episodes here. They'll be coming back next week. I've been not seeing any new interesting questions lately, so I'm letting kind of recycle, and we'll see if we get some new ones there. And preparation for the tier list and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to patrons of mine like Organic Mechanic 270, Avery, and Rick Roo 59. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta. I also don't know why I said good night, everybody, when I just meant see you tomorrow. You know what I meant.